Welcome back. The Titans are back in the clock. Our pick is in. We're waiting for that one, but we did have a couple picks come in during the break. The Steelers selected the Martin Leal, defensive at Texas A&M. He put a lot of numbers up for them. And the Patriots selected, which was announced by Donny Osmond, Marcus Jones, quarterback, defensive back, Houston. We're about to find out right now who the Titans have selected. Let's listen in.
With the 86th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Malik Willis, quarterback.
Another quarterback off the board. Finally, Malik Willis. Here's his name. He had been waiting for so long. Malik Willis, quarterback of Liberty. And this is a big moment for him. He went a lot of big numbers with Liberty last year. And finally, Malik Willis is off the board. And everybody's happy about that. And he really put up a lot of big numbers with Liberty last year, as I said. He transferred from Auburn to Liberty in 2019. And he can find an open man very easily, and he's very aggressive at the quarterback position. And need I say more? When he finds an open man, he gets rid of the ball quick. And he can really get rid of the ball, and he can really and also score for you, too. The Arizona Cardinals are back on the clock with the 87th pick. We're waiting for that to come in. They were 11-6 last year, and they want to get back to the playoffs. They were second in the NFC West. They lost in the NFC wildcard game, but they want to get back to the playoffs. And I really think this time the pick is in. We're waiting for it for somebody to make their way to the stage. Here's a draft pick. Malik Willis, first Liberty quarterback selected in draft history. That's the very first one from Liberty University to be selected. That's a draft pick right there. Figured you might like to know that. And but the Titans are getting a really great quarterback. Malik Willis, finally, quarterback from Liberty, finally gets to hear his name, and he finally gets off the board. I think the Cardinals are going to go with a running back they're going to go with. We'll see. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a running back. As we continue with round 3. And so, he can really make some good moves at quarterback, Malik Willis. So never doubt him. Don't doubt him. So we're about to find out right now, and people are making their way to the stage. They're going to find out right now who the Arizona Cardinals have selected with the 87th pick.
I'm joined from representatives from the National Gay Football League, a great partner of the NFL, the Cardinals, and several other clubs. The Gay Football League fosters understanding, self-respect through their athletes' passion for the game of football. Joel Horton, who plays for the Arizona Arsenal, will be making the pick. Joel, it's all yours, man. Thanks, Roger. With the 87th pick.
And it's Joel Horton, Arizona, essential a gay flag football player.
Cameron Thomas, defensive end, San Diego State.
And they have taken Cameron Thomas, defensive end, San Diego State. Which I think Arizona was one. I thought they'd go with a running back, but I think this was a good move too. So this was a good move, and I think San Diego State fans are happy, and so are Arizona Cardinals fans. And the Dallas Cowboys are back on the clock for the 88th pick in the draft. As we're starting to wind down round 3. of the NFL draft. But these first two picks that, because they made Trey McBride and now Cameron Thomas, have really been good picks. The Cowboys pick is in. We're really waiting for it to come up on the screen. We're about to find out in a moment. Drake Prescott, 37 passes, and hopefully he'll be back this season. And I think we're about to find out who the Cowboys are going to take with the 80th pick. I think it's going to be a defensive linebacker. We'll see. Well, we're about to find out right now. Let's listen in. Emmitt Smith, 2010 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee, former Cowboy.
In the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Jalen Tolbert, wide receiver from South Alabama, baby. Don't be hating.
And the Cowboys select Jalen Tolbert, wide receiver at South Alabama. I thought they would go with a defensive linebacker, but I think this was a good move too. Wide receiver from South Alabama. And he put up a lot of big numbers. And he had 3,140 receiving yards, third in Sun Belt history. And he can really put up a lot of big numbers. He can be aggressive in the pocket. He can make you pay as well. And his size is really good too, and that's really an essential thing And the Buffalo Bills are back on the clock for the 89th pick. Their pick is in. We're waiting for it to come. Somebody come up on the stage and announce it. And I think this was a good choice. Jalen Tolbert. And I think the Buffalo Bills are going to go with a cornerback this time. I think they are.
Good evening, Las Vegas. Good evening, my brothers and sisters on the NFL Network.
And Kyle Brandon is going to announce this one. Let's listen in.
I find it perfect that the Bills are drafting in this city of luck, of chance, because you all know, and I know, the only thing in this world that can stop Josh Allen is the flip of a coin. So, Mafia, mount up! And every other fan base, listen up! Chiefs fans, Raiders fans, Bengals fans, in my hands, I hold the most important pick of this entire round. Because this pick is the
And boy, well, let's listen in, and hopefully we're going to find out in just a few seconds.
With the 89th pick
Right now.
2022 NFL Draft, the Super Bowl 57 champion Buffalo Bills select my man, Terrell Bernard, linebacker, Baylor.
They select Terrell Bernard, linebacker, Baylor. I thought they'd go with a cornerback, but they go with a linebacker. And I really did. This was a good move, even though nobody was expecting it. I really think it was a good move for Baylor. He was 20. He was first in all in the All Big 12, and 2019 and 2020 second all team in All Big 12. So he really put up some big numbers. He can make you pay. And he is, I think, going to be a good addition to the Buffalo Bills. And the Las Vegas Raiders are now on the clock, and and this is their first pick of the night. They did not have picks in the first two rounds. Our pick is in right now. Their defense was 6th in interceptions, fewest in the NFL, and 27th in offense in yards rush. and rushing yards. And they need a lot. I think they're going to go with a offensive lineman, I think. We'll see. We are about to find out right now, but we're having a little in memoriam for Raiders legend Daryl LaMonica, who passed away this past year at the age of 81. Yes. Very nice. He was one of the Raiders legends and greats way back when. And we're going to find out who the Las
1982 draft pick, six-time Pro Bowler and Pro Football Hall of Famer from the University of Southern California, Marcus Allen.
And Marcus Allen, Raiders great Marcus Allen, is going to announce the Raiders pick right now.
Las Vegas himself, Wayne Newton.
And Wayne Newton is there as well, Mr. Las Vegas himself. The man who says, Dankeschön. And the Raiders were 10-7. They were second in the AFC West. They lost in the AFC Wild game. We're about to find out who they took right now. Let's listen in to Marcus Allen.
Across the land a happy Mother's Day, and to make this selection the greatest in Las Vegas, Mr. Wayne Newton.
And Wayne Newton's going to announce it right now.
Hello, Vegas! With the 90th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select. We'll do it together. Dylan Parham from Mississippi.
Dylan Parham, guard from Memphis, they select. And this is a surprise. I think this was a good choice. And I think they needed a guard. This is one of the pieces of the puzzle that they needed from Memphis. He's from Memphis University. And he does have a lot of versatility if he goes to the next level as well. He put up a lot of big numbers. He did not allow a sack in 2021. And he can really make it. If he gets in the pocket, he can really be aggressive and he can score. 50 career starts and 50 games played in his career at Memphis University. So this was one of those picks that I think was a great pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are back on the clock for the 91st pick of this year's draft. So they have 5 picks remaining. So we'll see who that's. I think we're waiting for their pick to come in. So he is the new fan favorite, that Raiders pick. And so I really think the Raiders are going to, the Bucks, are going to take, I think, a defensive tackle. We'll see. And because they need a few pieces of the puzzle. I know everybody's surprised that Tom Brady's coming back, that he's not retiring. And but I'm starting to run out of time for this segment, so I'll be back with more NFL draft coverage of the 2022 NFL Draft here on Scott Sports 101 NFL Draft Edition. So stay with us. More coming up. We'll be back.